Helldivers 2 was really a breath of fresh air when I first started playing it. It's something I can play mindlessly with some music in the background and just kill hordes of bugs, or I can group up with some friends and play tactically, putting that Marine Corps combat training to use. I can use automatics, snipers, there's explosions, badass cinematics, and kick-ass music. I mean, this game has everything to be a fun time, but over these past few months, the community has seen a constant trend that's very alarming for the future of this game. And there's two main reasons why what the devs are trying to do just isn't working now and will not work in the future.
This ain't working, Charlie. This ain't working.
It seems like with every war bond we get, every new weapon or new stratagem that you start to enjoy, they decide to strip away what makes it good. It seems like the devs are obsessed with balancing the weapons in game and ensuring the game is challenging, but my biggest question is, why does everything have to be nerfed? Why does everything need to be so balanced? I mean, Arrowhead releases nerf and buff patches more frequently than Call of Duty, and there's no actual PvP aspect of this game. That's player versus player. I'm sure you knew, but if you don't know, now you know. But who's complaining if a weapon is a little too strong? Are the Bile Titans getting on a Twitter and sending out mean tweets to Arrowhead talking about how it's not fair? Are these nerfings a result of the bots hacking into the coding and making some adjustments so they can have an easier time against us? I don't get it. Who are the developers really trying to make happy? For example, we got the new EXOSUIT today, which I was really looking forward to, and while it is fun because you're in a giant metal suit blasting bugs and bots, it was underwhelming, to say the least. I've been looking forward to more mech suits ever since I got my hands on the initial one, and I gotta be honest, I'm just not impressed. It takes so damn long to take down any heavy enemy, and almost all the ammo to take down a Bile Titan. Again, it is enjoyable to use, and I will say it's much more suited for bugs, because when I used this thing against automatons, I just felt like a big ass target with legs, and I couldn't turn my fat ass around fast enough to address who was shooting at me.
What the hell? What is this? What is this, some kind of gag?
No, that's Orbit.
But this is just one example, and it's the one I'm leaning on right now so heavily because it just released. I understand that when the Quasar was at its peak and the strongest that it was, everyone in the lobby had one. It's like a Nike Tech in New York City. Everyone's got one. I get that maybe the devs wanted us to use other weapons, create more adversity amongst the squad, but why not make other weapons stronger to accomplish that goal? It just shocks me that a game with no PvP aspect, no one to complain about being abused by the current meta, is so hell-bent, no pun intended, on making the game balanced and fair. Earlier I said there were two reasons why them nerfing everything is not working and will not work, and the first reason, put plainly, is because how they're doing it now isn't for the players. It's like they are balancing the game and the weapons, but they're doing it for the enemies we're fighting and not for the actual Helldivers. I get that the premise is for us to be outmanned and outnumbered. I like that. 4 players against the world, underdog mentality, just some badasses doing badass things, but we are outmanned. And if the devs want us to rely on using our stratagems wisely and cohesively amongst the team, well, the weapons we use in between cooldowns need to be able to actually perform. The second reason this is an alarming trend is because eventually it's their intention to add increased difficulties, or so I've heard along the grapevine, and if that's the case, how are we supposed to handle that increase in difficulty with the way weapons are now? I don't think that the way they're going about the imbalances, and yes, I did do air quotes, heard it correctly, it's not the best course of action, especially for the long run of the game. When I play this game, I want to blow stuff up and kill things, which, as unhinged as it sounds, is true. That's the appeal of this game, that and just becoming okay with dying over and over again. If you made it this far, make sure you drop a like and let me know what your thoughts are on the Emancipator Exosuit and the overall state of this game right now. As always, I appreciate your time, I appreciate your support, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Deuces.